before anybody else came to the picnic, I went over to the old maple tree and I took out my pocket knife and I carved a heart on the side of the tree. Carved your initials at the top of the heart, and I even carved my initials underneath with an arrow through the heart. When you came to the picnic, you stood right underneath the tree and you saw the heart and the initials, and I think you even saw the arrow. But you didn't understand. Later in the afternoon, when we'd finished eating our fried chicken, I stood with you right underneath the maple tree, and I stood really close to you, and I whispered poetry to you that I had to learn in school. You heard the poetry. I know that you did, but you still didn't understand. If I were to climb to the top of the maple tree, I mean right up to the very top, and stand in the highest branches where everybody could see me and shout as loud as I can, I love you! I love you! Then would you understand? And the tree that Jesus died on wasn't a maple tree, it was a cross. And he didn't need to take out his pocket knife and carve a heart on the side of the tree to show his love for us, because that tree was stained with his own blood. And Jesus didn't need to climb up to the top of the maple tree and shout down, I love you, to those gathered below. He just hung there, dying, and saying, Father, Father, forgive them. They don't even know what they're doing. And they didn't, and we still don't. It's time we got back to the tree as an individual, as a people, as a country, as a nation. It's time we got back to the tree. There's peace at the tree. There's love at the tree. There's life at the tree. And there's room at the tree. Jesus was half beaten to death before he made it to Calvary, and couldn't even carry the cross all the way. Another man had to. But when they reached Calvary, the cross was taken from the shoulders of that other man and thrown on the ground, and according to history, Jesus was stripped naked before the multitude and pushed backwards onto the cross. And a soldier stepped out from the side with a hammer and some nails, and he knelt down beside the cross, and he took Jesus' dirty feet and his dirty hands, and he stretched them out on the wood, and right in the middle, right in the palm, he placed a nail. And he drew back his hammer. And the hammer fell. On the wooden nail. Threw his flesh into the tree, and they laughed at him as he cried for them. And there he hung. Oh, the faultless one. Now didn't he live? Oh, didn't he? Didn't he? And And didn't he give, oh, didn't he? Didn't he die for you and me? Bugler, blow your horn, blow your horn. Now the curtain's torn and the battle's done. I know the victory's come. Drummer, you drum your drum. He broke death's chain. The lamb is slain. Now didn't he live? Oh, didn't he? Didn't he? And didn't he give? Oh, didn't he? Didn't he die for you and me? Now doesn't he live, my brother, doesn't he? Doesn't he? And doesn't he give, sweet sister, doesn't he? But didn't he die for you and me? Didn't he die for you and for me?